Hey everyone, we are going to review for the retest, which we will have tomorrow, of our final exam. So number one, I tried to pick out the problems that I felt we missed more. So one of them was number one. These are similar figures. What is the value of x? So guys, remember generally we do small to big, okay? Small shape to big shape. And let's go on and put the numbers for the small. So I'm seeing 8 and 12. Okay. Now, whenever I go to put the numbers for the big shape, we want to make sure that we're matching them. So for instance, 8 is the short side. Over here, x is the shortest side. Okay. And then 12 is the long side. 15 is the long side. Okay. So a few of you are still having trouble cross multiplying. So we are going to do that together. So I multiply that, 15 times 8. Now some of you aren't getting this because you're not showing the work. Okay. Circle and put it over here. Okay. So 8 times 5, 40, carry the 4. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. So on one side I have 120. On the other side I have 12x. Okay. So then I can divide. Now, if you can divide this in your head, that's awesome. Okay. Perfect. If not, you just show 120 divided by 12. 12 will go into 1. 12 will go into 12 one time. But that's not where this stops because I still have a 0. So 12 into 0, I have to put that there. So x is equal to 10 centimeters. Now, on the test, just put 10. Okay? It's going to say, like, don't put x equals, don't put centimeters, just put the number. Okay? So I don't want to confuse you, but just put that. That will make it easier. Number 2, we had a lot of people miss number 2. So pretty much have this showing. So this says the double box and whisker plot represents the monthly car sales for a year for 2 sales reps. So we want to make sure we remember each part. So we have range. Range has to do with the end points. We have median, which is the line that's in the box that represents the middle number of the set, even if it's not in the very middle of the box, that's okay. And then we have interquartile range, or IQR. Guys, you subtract the ends of the box for that. So I made sure to choose a box plot where we easily can tell our numbers, okay? Which statement is true about the box plot? So A says the range for sales rep A is greater than the range for sales rep B, okay? So sales rep A range is this, take away this, the ends, okay? Biggest minus smallest, okay? So the maximum value is 20, the least value is 8, okay? So 20 take away 8 is 12. So A, the range is 12. I just like to put it there, it's easier for me. Sales rep B, okay, 24, take away 4. Those are the ends. That's how I find the range. Well, 24 minus 4 is 20. So the range for A is 12, which is greater than 20. 12 is not greater than 20. That one's false. I need the true statement. B, the interquartile range for sales rep A is greater than the interquartile range for sales rep B. So IQR means the ends of the box. So A basically we're subtracting these two numbers. So that one looks like 16, 12. So the interquartile range for A, 16 minus 12 is 4. And the interquartile range for B, 16, 8. 16 take away 8 is 8. So the interquartile range for sales rep B is 8. So this is saying 4 is greater than 8. Okay. So again, I like to just put my numbers there. That way I'm focused more on the numbers and this keyword here. Okay, greater. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have this down to a 50-50 shot. The median for sales rep A, median. Okay, so these have all been exactly on a number, it looks like. So we have to do the between points. So 0, 4, so that means that's 2 in the middle, right? Between 4 and 8, 6, between 8 and 12, 10, between 12 and 16, 14. Okay, so the median for A is greater than the median for B. Median for A is 14. And the median for B is 10. The median for sales rep A is greater than B. So I should have put that over here. The median for sales rep A, 14, is greater than B, which is 10. That one looks good. Just to double check that I have the right answer, I'm going to look at letter D. The maximum value for sales rep A is greater than the maximum value for sales rep B. Okay, so the maximum value for sales rep A is greater, so the maximum value is the biggest value for A. My biggest value is 20. Greater than the maximum value for sales rep B. That one is 24. 20 is greater than 24. That's a no. Okay. I want you to walk away from this problem knowing that you got it right. Okay? There's not a lot of actual arithmetic going on there. It's just making sure you can read it. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you where most of you messed up on number 3. It says, at Radio Waves Supercenter, an iPod regularly costs $65. So one thing I know is that's the original. It is on sale for 30% off. What is the sale price? So most of you got the first part. You remember that we generally change the percent to a decimal and multiply. So here's what we did. 1, 2, 0.3, 0.30, but I like to put 0.3. So we did 65 times 0.3, okay? 15, carry the 1, 18, 19, and we put 19.5. But remember, 19.5, first of all, that's not written as money, okay? 19, it should be $19.50. This, though, is not the answer. This is the off. Remember, what does this number represent? 30% represents the off, therefore this is the off. That's not what this is asking. It's asking for this sale price. So I take my regular price and I take away $19.50. Okay? So 0 minus 0, 0 minus 5. This ends up becoming a 4. That becomes a 5. 4, which becomes 14. 5 minus 1, 4. Okay. So guys, this is your actual sale price. No regrouping here. This regroups. This becomes a 10. This becomes a 4, which becomes 14 when I have to go to subtract. So I need you to remember that. Last problem. At Nouveau Jewelry Store. Nouveau Jewelry Store buys a gold bracelet for $70. The store marks up the bracelet to a price of $112. And we've talked about this before. It's because the store wants to make a profit. What is the percent markup? Okay. So first thing, hopefully we can tell this is a percent problem. We have no percent. So we need to change the percent to a decimal and multiply, or that's what we normally do, right? We normally change the percent to a decimal and multiply. We cannot do that this time. Sorry, my brain is wandering. Okay, so what we have to do is do our backup method, which is over of equals percent over 100. Remember, our of is our TWO, total, whole, original. Okay. What is the original price, guys? $112, right? I don't know why I just said that. I apologize. The original price is $70. This is the original price to the store. I'm sorry, my brain is like not functioning right now. So remember, the store buys it at a price of $70, right? Now, most of us want to put 112 on bottom. Actually, most of us want to do this. This is wrong, okay? All sorts of wrong, because 112 isn't the original, 70 is the original. Now, remember, we're trying to basically find the percent markup. So I have to figure out how much of a markup there was. It was 70, now it's 112. So basically, think of the profit that we're making, okay? So the profit, when I subtract, is 42. Guys, percent of change, okay? It goes on top. Now, I'm looking for the percent. Again, remember, this is where we couldn't change the percent to a decimal. So, now we cross multiply. 42 times 100. Now, this, 70x. Then divide both sides by 70. Please, please, please show this beautiful work for me, okay? Now, when I go to divide, I would prefer doing this because there's zeros. If there's not a zero here and a zero here, guys, don't try to just randomly cancel out stuff, okay? This is basically dividing the top and bottom by 10. So now we're going to do 420 divided by 7. 7 into 4, 7 into 42, 6, 42, 0, 7 into 0, 0. Okay, so guys, they marked that up 60%. Okay, that is the percent markup. Okay, so do not forget this critical step of subtracting. Okay.